Welcome to Buddha Motivation, a channel dedicated to bringing you timeless wisdom, inner peace, and mental clarity through the lens of modern Buddhist insight. Here's a truth that most people spend their lives avoiding. If you don't master your mind, someone else, or something else, will. Every word spoken against you, every opinion, every unexpected moment in life, if they shake your center, then you've surrendered your peace to things that don't deserve that power. Personally, I believe this video's title is more than just a statement. It's a choice we all must make. Either you control your thoughts, or they will control you. Today's video is not about simple advice. It's about rewiring how you show up in the world, how to stay calm when chaos hits, how to move in silence, how to remain unfazed by insults, setbacks, or pressure. Before we begin, if this message resonates with you, please leave a like and subscribe to Buddha Motivation. And share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback is the energy that inspires me to create deeper, more meaningful content every single week. Every little comment, every small setback, if it all gets under your skin, you're giving away your power. The most unshakable people don't have fewer problems. They've mastered how they react. Imagine walking through life unfazed. No overthinking. No emotional outbursts. Just complete control. This is not suppression, this is presence. In this video, you'll learn how to train your mind to act as if nothing bothers you. You'll stop feeling trapped by emotions and start owning them. Because once you master this, nothing and no one can control you again. Part 1. Mastering the nothing bothers me mindset. Life is filled with noise, opinions, daily frustrations, unexpected setbacks. The world throws distractions, criticism, and roadblocks your way. True strength comes from mastering indifference. Imagine walking through a storm without flinching, without losing composure. That is what it means to act as if nothing bothers you. Detach your emotions from external circumstances. When you allow events to dictate your mood, you become a puppet. But when your mind remains unmoved, you become the master of your destiny. The world respects those who remain calm in chaos, who don't crumble under pressure. When you embody this mindset, you command authority without a word. You move through life with presence and unshakable confidence. The most influential individuals didn't react to every criticism. They moved with control, as if they knew something others did not. Their power wasn't in their ability to argue, but in their ability to remain unaffected. Thought precedes action. What you think, you become. If you constantly react emotionally, you give away your power. But if you cultivate an unwavering mindset, the world bends to your will. Imagine someone insults you in public. Most people react with anger or self-defense. But if you smile and walk away, you rob them of their power. They expected a reaction and didn't get it. You remain untouched. The same applies to failure. Rejection or defeat leads most to drown in frustration, wasting time lamenting. But those who understand the power of indifference see failure as data, a stepping stone. They don't internalize failure. They adapt and move forward. Cultivating this control begins with training your mind. Pause before reacting. Ask, Does this affect my long-term goals? Is my reaction necessary, or am I giving away power? By consistently choosing non-reaction, you build an armor that shields you from life's trivialities. Visualize yourself moving through life unaffected. Picture a version of you who doesn't flinch at insults or crumble under pressure. The more you reinforce this image, the more it becomes real. Let people wonder how you stay composed. When you show that nothing bothers you, you control the game. You become someone others admire but can't quite figure out. True power is not domination or aggression. It's presence, strong enough not to prove itself. Master this, and you master life. Part 2. Self-mastery is freedom. Strong people don't react impulsively. They don't let emotions dictate actions. They pause, assess, and respond with intention. It's not that they lack emotion. They've mastered them. Emotional detachment isn't suppression. It's control. In an argument, someone tries to provoke you. Do you react? Or do you remain calm? Knowing their words hold no power unless you give them power? Emotional detachment means refusing to hand over your peace. Your inner world is sacred. When you adopt this mindset, stress decreases, clarity increases. Life's challenges become puzzles, not battles. Thoughts shape reality. What you focus on, you attract. If you let external events dictate your state of mind, you become a slave to circumstances. But when you control your thoughts and emotions, you become the architect of your fate. A man lost everything. His business collapsed, investments crumbled. Most would drown in despair. He saw it as a lesson. His mind was his greatest asset. He rebuilt stronger than before. This is the power of detachment. A major reason people fail is emotional turbulence. Fear, doubt, and frustration derail them. But those who master detachment don't let emotions dictate their path. They see obstacles as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Training emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming cold. It means you no longer let external forces dictate your internal state. You feel joy, sadness, excitement, but you remain in control. Next time someone insults you, pause. Ask, does this affect my life in a meaningful way? Most of the time, the answer is no. By choosing not to react, you take away their power. Detachment also comes from having a clear purpose. When you have vision, distractions no longer shake you. Your energy becomes too valuable to waste on what doesn't serve you. The world belongs to those who master themselves. While others panic, you remain calm. While others react, you respond. That is true strength, not physical dominance, but presence that commands respect without demanding it. Part 3. Letting go of the illusion of control. Suffering often comes from attachment to outcomes, expectations, things we can't control. We hold tightly to what we think should happen. And when life doesn't follow the script, we feel pain. Let go. Not by giving up, but by shifting your focus to what you can control. Clinging to expectations keeps you fragile, stuck in frustration. You replay the past. You wonder what could have gone differently. But when you accept that some things are beyond your influence, you're free. Water flows around rocks. It doesn't demand they move. It doesn't stop when blocked. It adapts. That's how you move through life. Some things will happen no matter how much you stress. The job that didn't call back. The person who left. The setback you never saw coming. You can resist and suffer, or adapt and move forward. Strength is adaptability. A strong person doesn't fight the inevitable. They remain calm in uncertainty. They understand peace comes not from control, but from flow. When things go as planned, you feel satisfied. When they don't, you fall apart. This is a weak way to live. Letting go makes you resilient. No setback can break you when your peace doesn't depend on outcomes. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, release it. Redirect your energy to what moves you forward. Let go of minor frustrations, the line at the store, the traffic, the schedule change. Feel how freeing it is not to react. Then apply this to bigger challenges. Detachment is not indifference. It's full engagement without being ruled by outcomes. You can care deeply and still accept what is. The moment you let go of what you can't control, you become untouchable. You move through life with peace others admire but don't understand. They wonder why nothing shakes you. The truth, you've mastered letting go. Part 4. Approval is a prison. Seeking approval places your happiness in the hands of others. No one's opinion should outweigh your own. The moment you let someone define your worth, you lose yourself. Confidence isn't given. It's built. The most magnetic people don't shrink to fit in. They own who they are, flaws and all. They walk their path with purpose. Approval seeking is rooted in fear of rejection, judgment, standing alone. But the more you seek approval, the more you surrender power. You become a prisoner of expectations, shaping yourself to please others. And in doing so, you betray yourself. Freedom begins when you stop needing to be liked. Universal approval is an illusion. No matter what you do, someone will criticize you. So why waste energy trying to please everyone? The people who change the world aren't worried about fitting in. They are driven by vision and fire. They are criticized, but they stay focused. Their confidence isn't built on public opinion. It's built on self-belief. Ask yourself, whose opinion truly matters? Often the loudest critics haven't walked your path. Their words have no weight unless you give them power. Validate yourself. Celebrate your wins. Acknowledge your growth. When you see your own worth, external applause becomes irrelevant. Detaching from validation doesn't mean arrogance. It means standing firm in your truth. Your value isn't up for debate. The moment you stop chasing approval, you start living freely. You no longer filter your words or dreams through others' expectations. You move with authenticity and boldness. Not everyone will support you. That's okay. The ones who matter will respect you, not because you seek approval, but because you no longer require it. Part 5. Handling criticism with power. Criticism is inevitable. But how you respond defines your strength. Most people crumble at disapproval. They let it shape their identity and weaken their resolve. But criticism is just words, perspectives often from those who don't understand your journey. It only has power if you give it power. Filter it through logic, not emotion. Strong individuals assess criticism calmly. They take what's useful. They discard the rest. No drama. No overreaction. Just clarity. There are two kinds of criticism. Constructive, it helps you grow. It comes from people who want to see you improve. Embrace it. Destructive, it aims to tear you down. It stems from jealousy, insecurity, or ignorance. Disregard it. A sculptor works on a masterpiece. People pass by. Some praise. Some mock. Does he stop because of insults? No. He continues, guided by vision. Ask, does this person have the experience to judge me? If yes, consider their words. If not, move on. Most criticism comes from those who've never done what you're doing. Their words reflect their limits, not yours. Weak minds react. Strong minds stay composed. They process, then let it go. When you meet criticism with calm, you show unshakable confidence. Visionaries were doubted and mocked, but they moved forward anyway. Criticism is the price of progress. Practice detachment. Next time someone criticizes you, pause. Ask, is there value here? If yes, learn. If not, release. Build self-conviction. When you believe in your path, external opinions lose grip. Confidence doesn't come from validation, but from self-trust. Criticism will come. Some will praise. Others will doubt. But the only voice that matters is your own. Part 6. Keep your composure under pressure. Pressure exposes who you are. Some break. Some fold. But the strong remain calm, not because life is easier for them, but because they've trained their mind. Pressure is inevitable. Setbacks, disappointment, chaos, all guaranteed. Those who remain composed prepare before the storm. They understand that control is an illusion, but calm is a choice. People panic because they expect life to be smooth. When reality hits, they collapse. But those who embrace difficulty adapt. They don't waste energy wishing things were easy, they focus on execution. A seasoned warrior doesn't expect peace. He expects resistance. And still, he moves with strategy, not fear. The world will test you. Failure, stress, conflict, all of it. But if you've trained your mind, nothing can shake you. While others react emotionally, you calculate. While others freeze, you move forward. This is control. Not over others, but over yourself. The moment you stop needing things to go perfectly, you become unstoppable. Leaders don't crumble when things go wrong. They exude calm and certainty. People wonder how they do it. The answer is, they trained for this. They detached from the chaos and chose clarity. Shift your perspective. See pressure as a game, not an attack. Challenge yourself. Stay composed in stress. Don't react, observe. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Prepare in advance. Rehearse your responses. Condition your mind to remain steady. Don't rely on hope, rely on discipline. When the storm comes, you'll still be standing. Part 7. Let go of what you can't control. Suffering comes from holding on to outcomes, expectations, people. We grip tightly, hoping life will go our way. But when it doesn't, we feel pain. A river never stops for a rock. It flows around it. It doesn't complain. It doesn't freeze. It adapts. You can resist and suffer, or flow and grow. The job you didn't get, the person who left, the event you didn't expect, none of it can be controlled. You can waste energy wishing it were different. Or you can focus on what's next. Letting go isn't giving up. It's choosing peace. Holding on to expectations keeps you stuck. But when you let go, you make space to move forward. The strongest people are those who control everything. They are the ones who accept reality and choose to move anyway. They remain calm in the face of uncertainty. They've mastered the art of letting go. Don't attach your happiness to outcomes. Instead, root it in your ability to stay balanced no matter what happens. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, release it. Use that energy to build, heal, and evolve. Detachment is not apathy. It's wisdom. You can care, love, hope, and still not be broken when things shift. Let go, and you become unshakable. Part 8. Silence is the ultimate power move. In a world obsessed with noise, silence is power. Most people speak to gain attention, to justify, to defend. But the powerful don't need to explain themselves. They listen, observe, wait. When they speak, their words carry weight. Silence makes others uncomfortable. It forces them to reflect. It creates presence. In negotiation, silence shifts power. In conflict, silence creates pressure. The person who speaks less controls the room. Words reveal. Silence conceals. When you master silence, you don't just communicate, you command. Someone insults you. You don't react. You don't defend. You smile, say nothing. You've taken their power. Silence is discipline. It's strength. It's awareness. The loudest people often have the weakest conviction. They need to be heard to feel worthy. But the most respected speak little and deliver much. Speak when it adds value, not just to be heard. Practice restraint. In intense situations, say less. When others demand answers, pause. You don't need to react immediately. Control your tongue, and you control the energy in the room. Silence is not absence. It's mastery. Part 9. Train your mind to stay calm no matter what. Your mind is the battlefield. Every fear, doubt, hesitation, they are enemies you must conquer. Strong people don't avoid negative thoughts. They refuse to be ruled by them. Mental strength comes from daily habits. Gratitude defeats negativity. Discipline overrides laziness. Detachment eliminates suffering. Like the body, the mind grows through resistance. Don't expect resilience in chaos if you don't train in calm. Pause before reacting. Breathe before responding. Most people are slaves to emotion, but the calm move with purpose. This is how warriors think. True strength isn't visible. It's quiet, rooted, controlled. Discipline sharpens the mind. The lazy seek comfort, but the disciplined build fortitude. Small habits shape an unshakable mind. Wake early. Meditate daily. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Keep your promises to yourself. These small acts, over time, create mental steel. When the world tests you, your training holds. People ask how you remain so composed. The answer: you built this. Nothing can take it from you. You've just walked through an important journey, not just to understand your mind, but to feel how powerful it is when left unshaken. Mastering your mind isn't about being better than anyone. It's about not letting your own thoughts hurt you anymore. In a world where everyone is desperate to be heard, you can choose silence. Where most people react, you can remain calm. And in every challenge, you can choose to remain unmoved. This path isn't always easy, but you don't have to walk it alone. Every video on Buddha motivation is here to remind you that your peace, your strength, and your clarity are always one mindful breath away. If you've found value in today's message, share it with someone who needs this reminder. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss what's coming next. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. What part of this video spoke to you the most? Until next time, stay grounded, stay clear. And remember, when your mind is steady, your life is too. Peace and presence. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha.